The JEE exams would be starting from tomorrow, and the admit cards along with the special instructions has already been released. So in this video, we would be trying to sort of simplify those instructions that they have given and give you an idea of what are the things that you can take, you should not take, and what are the things to do and not to do tomorrow in the examination hall. Hello everyone, this is Suraj and you're with THiNC Institute of Design. So one of the most important things, obviously the most important thing that you need to carry is your admit cards. Where can you get it? You can download it from your website. You can go to the website and you can enter your credentials and download your admit card. Please take a printout of that. It's not necessary that it has to be a color print and all. So you can even get a black and white color. You can even get a black and white print also. That would be well and fine. So please ensure that has been taken, and please go through the entire admit card very clearly. I think there are 3 or 4 pages in the admit card. You will get the examination timing. If you had applied for B.Arch exams, it would be for 3 hours. If you have applied for the B-Plan exams, it would be for 3.5 hours. So please be very clear about that. On the right-hand side, they've mentioned the shift, the reporting time when the gate opens, and also the gate closing time. Please note you reach the examination hall well in advance before the gate closing time. There have been instances where we have seen students who have reached a little late after the gate closing time and kept crying and were not permitted in the examination hall. So please be well in advance. Okay. The other things, please cross-check the candidate's signature, photograph, and things like that if there is any mistake. Usually things like that will not happen, but just in case if you are really unlucky. Now, there are 2 photographs in addition to the photograph that's given in your admit card that is required. First one is in the declaration form, in the self-declaration form that is required on the left-hand side. You have to paste the same photograph that you have given while you were applying for JEE. So please note that you paste the same photograph. If you do not have that, please take a printout of that. A mismatch would create any additional issue. Okay. You also have to put your candidate's left thumb impression here. Both of these things you can do before you are going to the examination hall tomorrow. You can do both of these things. However, your signature, you have to do it only in the presence of an invigilator. So please don't fill that. These are the things to be done, taken care of in the self-declaration form. Next is regarding a form that has been a form that has to be filled for students who does not have the Aadhaar card. If you do not have the Aadhaar card, you can fill this particular form and you can take it to them. They would still be permitting. There is a set of ID cards. So for your physical identification, there is a set of ID cards that JEE has mentioned. You can take any one of them, the original of any one of them, and you can go ahead and you can prove your identity. So the list of that is given. It varies from PAN card, Aadhaar, driving license, and things like that. So any of that you can take. Even if you do not have all these cards, your 12th admit cards are also permitted. Okay. So printed admit card is something that is very important. Then an additional ID proof to prove that you are the same person who belong to what is written in your admit card. Okay. Please carry one additional photograph, one additional passport size photograph. Again, it should be the same photograph that you had used while you had to apply for the exam. Okay, please note such things are ensured. Then you won't be permitted to enter with your own mask. So they have made arrangements for a separate mask. So once you enter, they'll be giving you separate masks. So you will not be permitted to go in with your masks. Blank papers, for example, in case of mathematics section and all, blank papers would be provided. Students who are preparing for BR would also have to do drawing sessions. Drawing questions would also be there in the section in the second half. So in that part, in that portion, you will be able to do 2 questions. For that, there will be separate A4 drawing sheets that would be provided. Please note there will only be 2 separate drawing sheets that would be provided. So if you make one of them dirty or if one of them tears away, please note that you will not get an additional sheet. Okay. And you will have to bring other things that are necessary for drawing, like for example, geometry box, pencil, erasers, color pencils, and things like that. Okay. And anything that you're taking additional, be it pen or hand sanitizers, water bottles, anything that you're taking, please try to ensure that there is nothing stuck on it. There is no pamphlet or anything of that sort. There are no advertisements. It's completely transparent. Please ensure that it's completely transparent. The other things, obviously, I think you do not have. You're not permitted to take a mobile or calculator, digital watch, and things like that. So please try to remove all those things. It's also better to not have any jewelries when you're going, just in case somebody doesn't like it or have doubts on whether there are any other electronic devices that are used, it's better not to wear any sort of jewelry. Okay. Watercolors, poster colors, acrylic colors, and all are not permitted. So please do not take things like that also. Okay. Now, when you get the question paper, which should be visible on the computer, please ensure that it is the same that you have applied for. There are multiple papers in JEE. There is paper 1, paper 2A, paper 2B, so B.Arch, B.Tech, B.Plan. There are a variety of exams that are there in case of JEE. So please ensure that it is the same one that you have applied for. If there is any change in that, please do let the invigilator know then and there. Okay. And if your religious customs or anything of that sort wants you to wear any particular attire, do visit the center early, because there could be additional frisking that would be required. Okay. Now coming to the different sections in the exam, there's one drawing test. It's one of the most important, so I'll deal with that first. So there will be 2 questions. Both of them would carry equal marks. You'll have to attempt both of them. Please ensure that you do it neatly. As I said earlier, they won't be giving any additional papers. There have been instances wherein paper have torn off, they haven't given the additional paper, and it could be a stringent evaluation in case of drawing and all. So please ensure that you do it to the best way possible in a very neat way. Okay. Additional things like pencils, color pencils, geometry box, everything that's required, you can take. Okay. If there is any doubt on anything, let's say, for example, should I take scale or not? Take it and go to the examination hall. When you are entering, there will be an invigilator. If they say that this is not permitted, very well go and keep it outside and enter the hall. Okay, so just in case if there is any things that you're confused about, please do take it. But things like poster colors, watercolors and all, not permitted. So do not take that and see whether invigilator will permit to go and take inside or not. Okay. And in the drawing sheets, please don't write anything else. Just answer the question. No name, roll number, or anything of that sort. No marks, anything should be left. Okay. Mathematics, I think most of you are clear about that already. 2 sections will be there. The first section will have 20 questions. All of that will be MCQs, 1 correct answer. For every correct answer, you'll get 4 marks. For every wrong answer, you'll get -1. I think that's clear for everyone. The section B would be 10 questions. You have to answer any 5 of them. In that, it will be completely empty, as it's numerical answer type questions would be there. You have to enter the values using the keypad that's available, or the virtual keypad that would be given. Please note, from this year onwards, even in those questions, they have negative marks. Okay. So if there are, if you are in a 50-50 mode, or probably there would be students who just completed NATA exams and you might be in that zone, please get out of that. If you go for a wild guess and if it goes wrong, you'll get negatives. So please don't take any chances, especially in a paper like JEE paper. Okay. Then there would be aptitude test, 50 questions, again 4 marks, total huge weightage of 200 marks. For every correct answer, there would be 4 marks, and for every wrong answer that you give, there would be a -1. Okay. Any further questions that you have, you can ask, you can let us know in the chat box. We would be happy to answer. We hope that you can go to the examination halls with the best of confidence that you have. When you're writing the exam, please note that you try your best to answer the easiest ones at the beginning, because the easier ones, once you answer, you'll slowly build up your confidence. Then you can go for the medium level questions. Then you can go for the tougher ones. So even you would be able to answer even the tougher questions. Okay. You might be strong in certain areas. You might be strong with certain topics and all. But there could be possibilities that when you see the exam, when you see the question, it would be extremely difficult, even from that topic which you have put it. So please don't take it personally. Please don't take it on ego, thinking that I have to solve this because this is my main topic. I will be solving this. No. Give a fixed time for every question. If you're able to solve it, well and great. If you're not able to solve it, mark for review. Go ahead. Revisit it later on. Okay. So that is it, mostly what we wanted to let you. I think there are no further queries that have come up in the chat boxes. So that would be it. We wish you all the very best. We hope that everyone can do their best and come out with flying colors. We would definitely have a discussion, question paper discussion session tomorrow after this. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me how much percentile is required to get in MNIT? It varies from one year to the other year. So I cannot tell you what exactly is the percentile. However, I can tell you the rank, the last rank that was permitted. You can contact us in the number that's provided. I would request the host to please share the number 808611 So we would definitely let you know that. Any further questions, please do post in the live chat box. Okay, so I think that would be it. This is Suraj and THiNC signing off. all the very best to everyone who is going to write the JEE exams tomorrow. All the best. Thank you. Thank you, host.